Alright, this is Sextus, and welcome back to Let's Play 999. When we were last off, Junpei had to decide what door he wanted to go through. So, I'm gonna pick door number 5. Hey, wait! Junpei's cry echoed across the room. The 4 people walking towards the door stopped, and turned back towards him. I want to go through door 5 too. The words were scarcely out of his mouth when June spoke up.
What? What are you saying, Jumpy? If you're going through that door, then I'm going with you.
He turned back around to her. No, you can't. I can't take you with me.
Why?
Well, you know what's in there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that? Ellipses of resignation. June opened her mouth as if to say something, but instead closed it again and looked at the floor. Junpei felt an ache in his chest at her clear distress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. Junpei turned away from June, doing his best to silence his turbulent emotions. Please, let me go in door 5. Seven scratched his head and looked at the young man. Man, now we're right back where we started, you know that? Junpei's bracelet number is 5, right? If we are to add to Junpei, then we must subtract 5 from the rest of us. Snake turned towards Ace. Ace, please take good care of Clover. Oh, alright. That's fine. 1 plus 4 equals 5. No shit, Sherlock.
Don't go away.
You need to listen to me, Clover. Go to door 4 with the others.
No.
Don't be so selfish. Snake's tone was harsh. Tears welled up in Clover's eyes. She bit her lip and did her best to fight them off. Snake's expression softened, and he put his arms around Clover. He held her close and whispered into her ear, You'll be fine. Just relax." It looked as though he whispered 2 or 3 more words, but whatever they were, Junpei didn't hear them. He couldn't help but wonder what the other man said. Snake pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring.
Okay, I understand.
Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood. Ellipses. Before long, new teams were assembled. Those going to door 5, 7, Snake, and Junpei. 7 plus 2 plus 5 equals 14, blah blah blah, math. Those going to door 4, Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and Clover. Yeah. 7, Snake, and Junpei scanned their numbered bracelets in quick succession. The screen of the red showed 3 asterisks. Alright then, let's go. Junpei glanced round one more time, his hand resting on the lever of the red.
Okay, please be careful.
Concern was written plainly across her face. Junpei looked her in the eye and gave what he hoped was a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. With the sharp clack of a lock releasing, the door swung open. Ahead of them, in a small hallway, were the pitiful remains of the 9th man. For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse, and his feet would not leave the floor. 7 too seemed paralyzed. Snake, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway and only stopped when he realized his companions were not following. Do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you? He hadn't even bothered to turn around, his head at most slightly cocked towards one shoulder. Junpei and 7 looked at one another, nodded, and threw themselves through the door. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left wrist of all 3 men. 7 and Junpei looked down at their bracelets. On both of them, and on Snake's, a red skull had flickered to life. The detonator had begun its countdown. They had scarcely processed this information when... With a metallic slam, the numbered door swung behind them shut. Unless they could find a device that would deactivate the detonators on their wrists, they would not be leaving the hallway. Hey! Where's the dead? The fear and urgency in 7's face reflected what all 3 of them felt. Junpei spun around, searching desperately for the dead. He found it easily enough. It was on the wall next to the closed door labeled 5. Found it! Right here! As he yelled, he struck the scanner with his hand. The other two scrambled to follow suit. As soon as they finished, Snake threw the lever down. Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. Phew. Well, it looks like it stopped. As he spoke, Junpei wiped the sweat from his forehead with a trembling hand. Goddamn thing's gonna give me a heart attack. A muscle stood out in Seven's neck, and the corners of his mouth were twitching.
Jumpy, are you alright?
Are you guys
okay?
They could hear anxious voices, muffled but distinct from the other side of the door. Yeah, we're fine. The detonators have been deactivated. They heard relieved sighs, and even through the door, the three men could feel the tension disperse. Alright, we're moving on. Be careful, okay?
Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
Sure thing. Ellipses. They heard footsteps moving away, and before long they were alone again. Junpei looked around. The hallway hit a dead end at 20 or 30 feet from where they stood. A thick iron wall blocked their way. Try as they might to force it, the wall refused to move. To the left, however, was a wooden door that looked positively inviting by comparison. In the middle of it was a plaque that read, First Class. A first-class cabin, huh? Well, it seems like it. Let's have a look then, shall we? Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped inside. Seven followed closely behind him. Junpei moved to follow them as well, but he stopped just short of the threshold and looked back, not knowing why. Lying in a small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but it wouldn't just leave his mind. What had once been a man's internal organs now looked like so much vomit, as though something had chewed up and spit out the better part of his torso. It was hideous, but worse still, it was cruel. It was hard to believe that the thing on the floor had once been human. The black pool of thick blood, the lumps of glistening flesh spread across the floor, the awkward, twisted tangle of shredded intestines. The head, wrenched to some grotesque, unnatural position. The man's glasses lay next to the head. The lenses were cracked and the frame bent and distorted. And next to the glasses lay a bracelet, the number 9 still displayed on its face. Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There were only 2 ways to do so. 1, you escape from the ship. 2, your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or detects that its wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. Heard. Suddenly, Junpei felt his stomach convulse. A knot of muscle gripped his throat. He clasped his hands over his mouth and ran to the first-class cabin. It likes its gore scenes. The atmosphere changed immediately. The room was gorgeous, and despite the apparent age of the ship, none the worse for wear. He looked around. Seven and Snake were nowhere to be seen. There were 2 doors on the right side of the room. He opened the one to his right and went through. On the other side of the door was a short hallway. He jogged down the hallway, opened the door on the other end, and peeked through. There they were, to his right, busy examining something. He stepped through the door and walked towards them. What's up? Check this out. We follow this thing here on the door. The red light's on. Does that mean it's locked? So I would assume. Is there any other way out? We looked around a little, but other than this door, we couldn't find anything. So you're telling me that unless we can open this door? Yes, we won't be going anywhere. Junpei stepped away from the door and looked around the room. The room they were in looked like a bedroom. He figured the room he'd originally entered was the living room or whatever passed for one on a ship. Alright, let's find a way to open this door. Come on, guys. Seek a way out. Yeah, these seek a way out scenes, expect them after you go through like every door. Every one of those numbered doors. Okay, so let's look around this bitch. First things first. It's totally a table with a mirror. Ah, yes, you know, that sort of thing is known as a vanity. Were you aware that, Junpei? Of course, vanity also refers to self-love, conceit, and narcissism. As such, you would say that every day when a woman looks into one of these, she is staring a bit at her own conceit and narcissism. Doesn't that strike you as terribly sad? Ellipses. What's this? This isn't a score. Is this a map of the ship? A map? There's a map of the ship here? Yeah. Then I imagine it will prove very helpful. You'd best hold on to it, Junpei. Okay. It is now possible to use the map screen. Map screen. The map screen can only be viewed during the story sections. It is entirely different function from the bird's eye view mode. While on the map screen, you can examine a map of the ship's floor plan, which you will acquire over the course of the story. Touch down menu to open the menu. If you touch X map while it is in the menu, you will be taken to the map screen. While there, you can scroll around the floor plan with the control pad or the stylus. Touching the green parts of the floor plan will allow you to see a bird's eye view for that room. So, delicious. Okay. So yeah, we got this thingy over here. So this is locking thing. It's flashing red. That's usually not a good sign. Is that a microphone? It looks like a satellite dish. Let me see. Well, judging by the feel of it, I would guess that we are meant to produce some sort of sound, and this device will sense it and unlock. So yeah, we gotta play the piano to unlock it. So, we get score plate A. It took Junpei by surprise. Snake, usually so calm and collected, suddenly began to move. He stared about the room almost frantically, clearly looking for something. No, Junpei thought, not staring. After all, he's blind. Blind or not, Snake was clearly attempting to do something. At least Junpei could no longer contain his curiosity. What are you doing? Snake waited a moment before answering. I heard something strange. Something strange? Ah, well, never mind. It doesn't seem to be anything suspicious. I don't wish to toot my own horn, but my auditory senses are considerably more advanced than those of most humans. I notice even the slightest of noises. Right, are you going to tell me you can hear a needle drop from a mile away? Ha, no, such a thing would be impossible. However, by listening to the sound of the footsteps and breathing, as well as the sound of echoing off the environment, I can locate most objects. Oh yeah, that's right. When Closer fell on the big staircase a little while ago, you were at her side. Immediately. So that was, Yes, I could hear it happening. In fact, I can run quite fast, certainly as fast as you. And should someone attempt to start a fight with me, I am quite confident that I could defeat them. Junpei was somewhat taken aback by this revelation. He stared at Snake, skeptical. You don't believe me, do you? Care to give me a try? I must warn you, you'll no doubt regret it. Ellipses. Well, I suppose that's enough playing around. Let's resume our search, shall we? With a small, self-satisfied smile, Snake turned and walked away from Junpei. Alright then, so Snake's a badass. Like Solid Snake, sorta. Okay, yeah. Open the door. So we got... This safe is locked. It's one of those dial locks. It doesn't have a key. We just need to get the dials in the right place and it'll open. Did you find anything, Seven? Nope. How about you, Snake? I also found nothing. Jumping. Ellipses. Yeah, you can't open this safe. It's not required to exit the room. Just, it's, keep it in mind. Yeah, another score plate. Awesome. No, wait, shit. Oh, wait, nothing inside. I can tell by the way it makes no noise when shaken. Okay, cool. Alright, don't need to go in here yet. Okay. It's a heavy piece of paper that's been folded in half. It has score printed on the front of it. Score, that's gotta mean musical score. If that's true, then the score we just found will probably in here. At least at some point. Okay, let's see. I get it, you're gonna use this vase, right? That's pretty clever, Junpei. We just gotta fill this thing with water. What? What are you talking about? Oh man, you don't get it? Just grab that vase and take a look around. You'll figure it out soon enough. Yep, it's a vase. So we got here, open up. Score plate G. This suitcase made of leather in color rich mahogany. Well, shoot, looks like there's nothing in it. Okay. What was I looking for? Oh, right, the exit. Oh, oops. Oh, oops, wrong door. A dead body or what's left of it. Yeah. Ellipses. Oops, let's see. Yeah, here we go. Okay. There's a vase in here. Bathtub's full of gross, cloudy water. Yeah. If we fill the vase up, then we can toss it. Huh? Not really sure what he's saying. Whatever. Let's just get this vase full of water. Awesome. We got a vase filled with water. Oh, there's the shitter. There we go. Yeah. Alright, time to put out this fire. About time, buddy. Let's do it. Here we go. Ellipses. Ha ha ha. Good job. Another success. That fire didn't stand a chance. No, it didn't. Alright, I'll just pull this out now. Don't want to get burned, so let's pull down the sleeves. Score plate. As Junpei tucked the plate into his pocket, Seven cried out and stumbled, his balance lost. He threw out a hand and caught the wall, time to study himself and avoid the floor, but his face was flushed and he looked startled. Hey, Seven, what the hell is that? Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all. Seven rubbed a couple of his fingers across his brow and then shook his head as if to clear it. What the hell's wrong with me? First memory loss, now I'm getting dizzy for no reason. Ellipses. Ellipses. Memory loss? Junpei couldn't hide the surprise in his voice. Seven, for his part, seemed unconcerned. Right, guess I haven't told you, have I? Told the rest of them, but that must have been before you showed up. Well, the long and short of it is that I don't remember jack from before I woke up here. Didn't realize I hadn't told you. Whoa, wait a minute. You're talking about amnesia, right? Yeah, I guess so. No. I'm talking about memory loss, not an awesome horror video game. Well, why you're an amnesiac? What happened to you? If I knew, I wouldn't really be one now, would I? Oh, I guess that's true. Junpei paused for a moment and stared at Seven. Are you telling the truth? Huh? Well, you look pretty calm for somebody who doesn't remember anything. If you really got amnesia, shouldn't you be, like, upset or confused or something? Well, sure, I mean, I was pretty confused when I woke up down on D-Deck, but that was a while ago. I had some time to get used to it. After a while, I figured it wasn't worth the trouble of worrying about it. After all, why worry about something I can't change? People don't usually stay amnesiacs forever. I figure it'll work itself out eventually. That's it? That's it? Ellipses. Alright, that's enough talking for now. Let's get back to work. Seven gave Junpei a look the younger man wasn't sure how to interpret and walked away. Somehow, though, Junpei didn't find his reassurances very reassuring. So yeah, Seven's amnesiac. Memory loss and shit. It says score on the paper. I guess you sheet music in it. Yeah, right, that's not important. Just need to go into here. Once you get the thing, you can pull the plug out. There's a plug on the end of this chain. Alright, why don't we just drain this water? Yeah, good plan. Alright, where's that thing? A good tug ought to be enough to get out. Huh? Check it out. There's a plate sitting at the bottom of the bathtub. Yeah, score plate. We got everything we need now. Go into here. A music stand. Seems as good a place as any to put music we found. Just gotta put that ceramic plate on the bottom, and then stack the glass plates on top of it. Alright, good. Sweet. Now I can play this music. Junpei, would you be so kind as to play the piano? I am unable to, you see. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but the keys on this piano are not what you might expect them to be. C won't be C, D won't be D, and so forth. Wait, how the hell do you know? You must listen carefully to determine which keys to strike. Do you understand? Yeah. Alright, let's give this a shot. Guess he examined it or something. Let's see. Let's see, so that's... Oh shit. Okay, so it's... Alright. That's... Yeah, that's always a pain, yeah. We're done. Music is not my forte. Not my forte. My fort. Oh, get it? It's a pun? Like forte? Yeah, don't need to explain that. Wait, what was that noise? Junpei, we did it. Looks like it worked. I heard something unlock over by the exit. Let's go. Good plan. Stand! Bow! Be seated! Well, I guess he hasn't forgotten that. At least Snake thinks it's funny. Haha, yes, I suppose that was the classroom bell, wasn't it? I don't imagine what Zero was thinking of, however. No, Zero almost certainly meant to suggest Westminster, not middle school. Westminster? The palace in London that plays host to these days to the House of Parliament. You've heard of Big Ben, the famous clock tower, yes? Big Ben plays that very collection of notes on the hour. London. The capital of England, huh? At any rate, the door is now unlocked. Let us leave this place immediately. Ellipses. Go up and... Alright, let's go. You found it. Delicious food. Okay then. This is Sextus saying I'm gonna stop for now, and yeah, cool.